between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. They'll give this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Don't blink or you might miss Calvin Austin, one of the fastest and shiftiest players from the 2022 NFL Draft. A dynamic guy in the slot. When he makes a catch, you better get him on the ground in a hurry. Otherwise, he'll burn you in open space. Pair that with his 4.3 speed, and he's nothing but a big play waiting to happen. A little bit of that on display right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Steps away to his left.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
first down right back to Hall.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tackled.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Pickett.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 26.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And oh, he coughed it up. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now Pickett.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
It's And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determined.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for the Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Larry Ogunjobi, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Hall on a give up the middle. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 17, Rodgers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield now. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Hall.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Sauce Gardner
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett back to throw.
He's going to launch it for Washington.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ball again.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The slot man in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickett. On the slant, he finds Washington.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Touchdown!
George Pickens
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keanu Neal. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. To about the 40-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. 78 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied